Hi, my name is Jonathan Walker, and I'm a structural expressionist, and I build spaceships.
Yes, and so you brought another one of your incredible spaceships here this year. We featured some of your stuff in the past, and we'll make sure to put links in the description with your past spaceships because they're really incredible. But you might have even outdone yourself again with this one.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I've been deliberately collecting dark red for about 12 years, and I've had a few different designs I've tried and kind of failed. And recently I had an opportunity to buy a lot more dark red and came up with this concept. It was really those, like the big dark red macaroni piece that made me want to do kind of like an elliptical shape and have the base be, the base of the ellipse.
Right.
And so I had to figure out how to make it strong enough. And
what went into that process of trying to making Lego strong enough? Because obviously you can get a lot of math involved there and trying to figure out the right shape and everything.
Yeah, so it's really kind of the usual bag of tricks as far as like the headlight brick technique that I've discussed before. But there is about 25 pounds of Lego compressing down on the lower portion of the ellipse. So what I had to do for the bottom and lower portion of the ellipse are built somewhat differently. The bottom part, rather than 1x2s for the brick bending, it's actually 1x4 plates that are really unhappy. There's a lot of compression. And then with the headlight bricks that are facing each other within each gap that forces the curve, I put in a short segment of flex tubing to kind of bind them together to make it stronger. So there's very little deformation from the weight, and it hasn't exploded yet at the con. So I think we're good.
That's really good because this is such a beautiful piece here. So then talk about the kind of arms that extend off in either direction and how that ties into the main structure.
I like doing kind of Vic Viper type prongs. I don't know why. I like the prongs. And I wanted the front to be longer than the back, so I had to make the back portion more massive to keep the center of gravity right at the center point, to keep the overall center of gravity directly above the base. And I happen to have a lot of slopes and curved slopes, and this structure worked out pretty well.
And so when you have this much brick in one color like this, once you're done with the build, kind of done displaying it here, will you take that apart and then save all that brick for a future project, or do you keep this displayed?
No, I bought all the dark red with the intention of this build. I bought too much. I actually have some left over, so there might be another dark red ship in the future, but I never take anything apart. This is actually my 14th large spaceship.
Yeah.
And they're just collecting dust in the Lego room. But I don't ever want to take them apart. I'll just keep buying more.
Right. They're too amazing and too beautiful to look at to take apart.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah. I appreciate that. It's kind of nice to have a room full of spaceships at home.
So when you bring this to a show to set it up, what's that like for you? I know you've got the black base there and like getting it all right and making sure it's not going to fall over if somebody bumps the table.
Yeah, the base is completely integrated with the ellipse. It's one piece. The sides come off, and I frankly didn't really think about transportation until 2 days before the convention, and I couldn't find an appropriate box. So for the ellipse part, I just wrapped it in food wrap and stuck it in the trunk of the car. I mean, I'm local, so it's easy enough to get here. If I was to try to take it to another convention like BritCon, I might need to get a bit more serious about the packing. But that's the toughest part of the convention, I think, is getting the stuff there.
Right, especially a build like this.
I build big, so getting the stuff around is a bit of a challenge.
Yeah. No, I mean, especially when you've got all these great connections there and everything, I'm sure you can't just like throw that in the back seat and hope it survives.
Probably not the back seat. I guess I could use a seat belt and kind of just belt it in and hope for the best. But yeah, big builds are always a challenge.
But they look beautiful, and you even got a trophy here. You got the Out of This World trophy.
Out of This World space trophy, along with some free Lego, and that's always appreciated. So I'm very pleased with that.
You're kindly accepting any donations of free Lego anyone would like to send.
I will definitely take the free Lego.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for keeping up the good work here and bringing this out and going to the effort to set it up and everything, because it's another beautiful spaceship, and I love seeing your work when we come to Bricks Cascade every year.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.